Hey everyone, today I just wanted to showcase my top 4 OTS tournament placing deck. I played ABCs, which I played before when they were, really good, and I just went back to them after the whole zoo format thing. So I'm enjoying playing them again. I'm playing them a bit different though, and I'll be able to show you that here. So first off, we have 3 A's, of course, 3 B's. Some people play others. In terms of ratios, I'm not sure why, 3 of each. Just what you want to do. I play 2 of the gadgets. I did try 3, but it's definitely not ideal. Next, the new engine that I've been playing is Galaxy Soldiers. I play 3 of these. Um, I like it a lot. It's pretty difficult to make a Decode Talker, Buster, and an Infinity in one turn, but it can be done. However, Infinity just wins games on his own. Um, so if it comes to that, it's definitely a good play. I play 1 Garnet and 1 Max C. Pretty self-explanatory. I play 3 copies of a field spell and 3 field spells. I don't know why you would play anything else. It's pretty standard. I play the 3 Brilliant Fusion. This card is really good with ABCs because being able to send them off of a link summon is pretty important. And being able to send that as long as you don't, get your Satellarknight floodgated or something similar, I guess. Next, I play 2 Transmodifies, which, as I'm sure you can guess, is for the Galaxy Soldiers. It's just another way of seeing it. Also, the effect on this is to send to the graveyard, so the pieces get their effects from this, which is pretty insane. So sometimes it just gets you the Infinity as well as the Buster by sending them, and say you're sending a C to the grave to special summon a Galaxy Soldier. You'll get C's effect to special the A in your hand that you need. So that helps out a lot. I play 2 Desires. This card has lost me games, but I would say probably 80 to 90% of the time it doesn't really affect you. Probably more towards 80. I play 2 Cosmic Cyclones in the main. Um, I think this is a decent ratio just because you don't want to see it too much against some matchups. I would side another one if I had it, but I think that's pretty good here. Destruction's good. Sometimes you can Dark Hole your own field first turn if you're desperate. And, sorry, you can Dark Hole your own field, and you can get your Buster that way. If you're really that desperate. That doesn't come up too much, but of course Soul Charge. It's obviously, a God card. It's too good. Something recently I switched to was 2 and 1. I feel like it's the perfect ratio. I like seeing that a lot, I guess. Just opening 1 strike in your hand or something is super good. So that's something I think I would keep. And then something that I had in the tournament um, was Imperial Order as the last card. I, however, would switch this up with something in my side, but I'll go over that in a minute. This card is still really good. It's just, I think there's a better card for the situation. So that's the main. It's a 40 card main. I like it a lot in terms of ratios. I feel like I know this deck really well in terms of playing. Now to the extra deck, which I feel like is super tight, but that's also because I'm playing the Galaxy Soldier engine as well as Brilliant Fusion. So I play 3 Busters, of course. I play Utopia package. I play, of course, the Infinity package. Just one of each, Nova and Infinity. This card is so good. Whether it's taking a monster on your opponent's side during your turn and just snatching it up, or just having that negate against some people, some decks, it just works. They just can't get over it. I play 1 Tsukiyomi and 1 Dweller. Dweller is just in there because it's a good card, It's generic, it's super good. I would say maybe like 1 in every 5 to 10 games is when I go into Tsukiyomi, but if you're desperate, you're desperate. It's just another way. It's not the ideal way now in Links, though. I play 1 Diamond Dire. If anything, I would bump this to 2 if I could find the space. I just don't know right now what to take out. I played 2 Proxy Dragons and 2 Decode Talkers. I feel like this is honestly the perfect ratio because in this deck you want to link summon as many times as you can because the pieces all get their effects. The A's, the B's, the C's, they all get their effects when being sent. So at any time, I feel like these are ideal. Um, Man, it's just so busted. You get so much card advantage off of this. And then, of course, the one Satellarknight. Um, in the side deck, I wasn't sure what I was going to see. There's probably about, I think, 25 people or so at the OTS tournament. However, a lot of those people knew what they were doing, and are experienced and have been to nationals before, and the whole deal, top to regionals, etc. This was my first official tournament. I've been playing for a year or so, just haven't really had the opportunity. But um, so I cited 3 anti spells. Something that I would probably change would be 3 Royal Decrees. I figured there would be more Paleo matchup. However, there was not. Maybe like a Zafia on the Time Lords instead or something, or just something totally different. Um, this is a card that I would replace for Imperial Order. This card is so good with ABCs because Buster still can get his banish effect and tag out while it's on the field, so it's pretty insane. Um, so yeah, this card is amazing. And say someone summons Gofu, someone summons something while you have a Decode Talker and a Buster on the field, you just win. There's there's no way they can get around it. Um, I didn't want to lose the mirror match. I figured there'd be a lot of ABCs and Pendulum Magicians. I didn't want to lose the mirror match, so I cited 2 system downs. I would have cited 3 if I had it, but at the same time, 2 is fine. Um, I had 1 Twin Twister just in case I needed more removal since I didn't have a 3rd Cyclone. If it was Paleo or something, I could just have another Twin Twister or something with Diagram, just to pop stuff. I played 3 Ghost Ogres. I don't have Ash Blossoms, so this, is my way of stopping stuff. This card's pretty good. There's also matchups where you don't need it, so you just don't cite it in. And then, of course, 2 Gamma Seals. Kaijus are always good. So yeah, so that was the main, the extra, and the side deck. I'll go over my matchups real quick. Round 1, I played a DDD player, actually. I was not expecting to see that. Turn 1, I made Buster and Decode Talker, and I had an Imperial Order set, and he was trying to search and do stuff, and I just flipped Imperial Order, and he couldn't get rid of it. So he scooped pretty fast. And then game 2, he went first. He went into Crystal Wing and something else. However, I had a Maxi that I used right away, and he just kept pushing. I think he was more of a casual player, but I drew 15 cards, and just Regeki'd and OTK'd basically. That was definitely a game where I got Decode Talker, Buster, and Cyber Dragon Infinity. It was pretty easy because I had all the cards in my hand. Round 2, I played against the guy that won the event. He got first place at the OTS. He was playing ABCs as well. He was playing straight ABCs, no Cyber Dragons. I beat him actually in round 2. It was a pretty close game. He definitely knew what he was doing. But I was able to beat him. And then round 3, I played against Herald of Perfection Turbo, basically, because that card is insane. And if you have the cards, you have the cards. And I lost 2-0 to that. I needed to draw a monster game 2, and I couldn't, so I lost. But yeah, so I lost that one, so I was 2-1 at that point. That guy actually went 5-0 through the Swiss rounds. So, I mean, it wasn't just me that lost to him. Next, I played Dinomist, actually. He was, I think, 3-0 at the time. Or 2-0-1, I think. I beat him pretty easy, although he knew his deck very well. So it was a bit difficult, but I think I OTK'd him game 1, and game 2 I had the outs, basically. Let's see here. The last round, I played against a Satellarknight guy, although he had to leave, so he had some family emergency. He was 2-0-2, and I was 3-1. So he had to leave, which was a bit unfortunate because I've never played against that deck. So I was kind of interested how that would go, but I saw my friend get triple fog bladed just as I looked over at one point, so I'm sure it would have been a bit rough to actually finish that game out. But yeah, and then in top 8, I played a guy with an all foreign, I think it was French, maybe German, True Draco, Spellbook, Invoked deck. It was, just mix all the good engines together and call it good. I beat him pretty fast actually. He was a good player and everything. I played around what he had and everything, and it worked out well. Top four where I lost, I played against the same guy from round two, the ABC player that won it all. So I had to play him twice. Game three, it went to game three, and I got winter cherries twice. On my turn, on my turn, I lost my ABC Dragon Busters, and then on his turn. So he started with two, so I lost my Decode Talkers and my Busters. So there was just no way around it. There wasn't much I could do. It was a gross game, but that's what happens. And then he beat a Pendulum Magician player in the finals, so I didn't have to face that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I like the Galaxy Soldiers personally. I could see why you wouldn't play them, but I think Infinity, just throwing him out there, I think he wins games on his own too. Being able to snatch a monster, his material, and then negate anything. It's pretty crazy. If they go into Decode Talker or something, you can just take him, and they can't do much about it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. This is my top four at the OTS tournament last weekend. Yeah, deck profile. So thanks. Hope you have a good day.